Okay, this is probably one of my favorite topics to talk about, which is vibration and energy. So, we are energetic beings first, humans second. And I believe, authenticity is the highest frequency because when we're being true to ourselves, we're living in alignment, we feel our best, and we're tapped into our higher self, our inner guidance, and low vibrations keep us disconnected from our true essence. And it's not about shutting down our emotions and not feeling those low vibrations. We're in the 3D world. We are humans. We have emotions. We feel them. We acknowledge them without judgment, because this work really is, it's about getting curious and going within, because it's all part of it. So we can learn, we can grow, we can expand, but also to spend less time in those low vibrations. And you can think of those as like fear, anger, shame, guilt, jealousy. You may find yourself, gossiping, feeling sad, obsessing over things, negative self-talk. So really pay attention to what, drains your energy, because we've been living on autopilot, and when we're constantly on a low frequency, we're disconnected. And that disconnection caused depression and anxiety, within myself. I wasn't happy. And, now that I've learned what I have, when we feel stuck, when we're at our lowest, it does. It feels like we're stuck, basically. But I know that there is light on the other side. And I feel like my purpose, is to guide you back to that. So my suggestion, if you are feeling stuck, start with gratitude. Like what are 5 things? Can you name 5 things that you are grateful for each morning and night? Because when we're intentionally putting our focus and our energy on what we're grateful for, it allows us to feel more peaceful, joyful, abundant. Therefore we're not in that state of lack, because being in a state of gratitude, it helps to shift your mindset, therefore it's going to shift your energy. So, going higher does, I will say this, going higher does like help relax your nervous system, but you will, like when you're on a higher frequency, you're going to attract different opportunities, people, experiences. So go higher. Like what makes you feel good? What emotion do you want to feel? Love, joy, authenticity, all of those up there. Like what do you want to feel? What makes your soul feel good? And do that, because the more you raise your vibration, the more your consciousness is going to expand, as well as your perception. And it's like, why would we want to do that? That's where our wisdom is. That's where our inner guidance is. That's where our higher self is. It's your presence of your spirit. It's just, things can seem differently as well, because when we're in that low vibration or that state of, lack, we don't see any other way. So whenever you do raise your vibration, you're able to look at things differently.